Hey, it's Shahara. Sorry I'm making this video so late. The internet cable was shut off yesterday. But I'm using my data on my phone to do this video. And this video will be about the movie Ouija. Before I get to Ouija, sorry about that noise, Roseanne, and I don't feel like getting up. Okay, I'll get up. Hold on. I need to pause it. Okay. I'm tired. I usually don't get tired until like around midnight, but I'm tired. I have to go to work tomorrow, but not until 2, so yay. Okay, moving on. I rented some movies from Redbox today. And, I watched, the new Critters movie. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the Critters. I think there's like 4 of them. It's been so long since I've seen them, I really need to rewatch them. But they were made in the 80s. But they made a 5th one recently, because they just don't know how to let things go. I watched the Curse of La Lorna. And I've got Annabelle Comes Home, which is the one I've really been waiting for. And I loved all 3 of them, especially Annabelle Comes Home. It was great. Just moving on to Ouija. I'll be talking about Ouija and Origin of Evil, because that was the prequel. I mean, it was made after Ouija, but it was based before. I liked Ouija better. I think I only saw Origin. Excuse me. I think I only saw Origin of Evil once, maybe twice. It's been a while, so I don't remember that much about it, to be honest. I need to buy it. I thought about buying it today, because I cashed my check today. I got it yesterday, but I cashed it today. But I decided to get a different movie instead. So I'm going to get Origin of Evil maybe when I get my next check in 2 weeks. I'm thinking about getting that one and The Conjuring 2. Maybe I'll just get one of them and get a book. Haven't decided yet. If I only do get one movie, I'll probably choose The Conjuring 2 over Origin of Evil, because it's The Conjuring 2. Because Netflix has the first Conjuring, so I don't need to buy that until they take it off. But it doesn't have The Conjuring 2, and I haven't seen it in a while. So I'm thinking about getting that. I own a lot of movies on Google Play, though. A lot of horror movies. But oh well, what can you do, right? I've been meaning to watch all 4 Screams because they finally got them on Netflix, but I just haven't. And now that the internet's off, I won't be able to until it's back on. Which might actually be a while, sadly. Money's been tight. Anyways, moving on. I lost my train of thought. Ouija, right. Let's stop getting off track, Johara. Just... Okay. I love Ouija. It's actually one of the movies I own on Google Play. I watched it not too long ago, I don't think. Maybe I'll rewatch it again. I don't know. We'll see. I like Ouija better than Origin of Evil. It was really good. You know, it's about these 2 best friends. Like at the beginning, it showed them as kids, and they were playing with the Ouija board, and then it showed them as teenagers, and one of them had decided, ended up dying because she released a spirit when she played alone. And then when Debbie was the girl that died at the beginning. What was the other girl's name? Crap, I forgot. It wasn't that long since I saw the movie. Well, her boyfriend, Debbie's boyfriend, and her little sister all went to the house and played, and one of their other friends all went to the house and played the game. But I'm sorry, I'm tired. Just bear with me. And they released the same spirit because they played in her house, because because they wanted to speak to Debbie, and that was the easiest way, since that's where she died. Her spirit would better off, would be easier to find there, I guess you could say. There's rules, which they found out. Never play alone, which Debbie did, which is why she died. Always say goodbye before you finish. And say the chant, as friends we gather, hearts are true, spirits near I call to you. And don't take your hands off before you say goodbye. Did I mention that? No, I mentioned saying goodbye before you stop. But that's basically the same thing. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I think those are the rules. Are those the rules? Oh, you're not supposed to play in a cemetery, because if you play in a cemetery, all those spirits, you might release a bad one. But most of the time when you watch a movie like that, they end up not following the rule anyways, right? I mean, I was watching My Babysitter's a Vampire, and they play with a Ouija board, release a spirit, because Rory, not surprising, he's the one that played alone, releasing that spirit. And then they all took their hands off before saying goodbye. So yeah, they're not smart. But anyways, they decided never to do it again. Weird things are happening, and they decided never to do it again. But then one of their friends, they all got a little thing that said "Hi, friend." Funny story. When I first saw that movie in theaters with my mom, my sister, and my aunt, and my mom usually doesn't go to horror movies in theaters, but she did this time. She's not too big on horror. I mean, she likes horror more than thriller, because thriller is all about suspense, and I think is why I like it, you know, the suspense, but that's the reason why she hates it. But my sister and I, my idea, of course, because I'm cruel, we decided to write "Hi, friend" on a bunch of pieces of paper and just stick them everywhere. It took her months to find all of them. She was so annoyed. We were cruel kids. No, I can't stop laughing. If my mom watches this video, she's gonna kill me. Okay, moving on. Okay, okay, where was I? And it all freaked them out. So they decided to, because when they first did it, they thought they were talking to Debbie. And then when they did it again, they realized they were never talking to Debbie. And they were talking to someone named Doris Zander. Then when, I forgot the main girl's name, but when she put the glass to her eye, because she's supposed to see the spirits from the other veil, from the thing that you move on the Ouija board, you put the glass to your eye, you're supposed to see the other side, see ghosts from the other side of the realm or whatever. And she saw a girl, she looked around, and then she saw a girl with stitches over her mouth, and she looked scared, and she pointed, and she followed her gaze, and saw a woman running to her, screaming. And then one of their friends died. Her name's on to my tongue. I think it's Isabella, something like that. I think that's her name. I might be wrong, but she was flossing, and then all of a sudden she looked in the mirror, and her mouth was all stitched up like Doris, and then she was possessed. You saw it by her eyes turning white, and then she levitated, and then she fell, cracking her neck on the sink, and then the bathtub started flooding. Let me think. They snooped around her house and found the attic and looked at things. Weird things started happening in the attic too. I think she saw doors. No, I don't know. But she found files about the Doris family and videos of Debbie finding that's how she found out she played alone. And then they found out Doris had a sister who was still alive, so they went to see her in the mental institution because she everyone thought she killed her sister and her mom, I think, and they thought she was mentally insane. She was only a teenager. I mean, Doris was a little girl, and she was 15, 16 years old. And my mind is not here. Okay, and she found out, and the sister told her that the only way to do that was to cut these stitches off her body. Her mouth, cut these stitches off her mouth, and then she'll be able to send Mom away. So she did that, and Doris was able to make Mom go away with her voice because her mouth wasn't stitched anymore. She was able to scream, and then Mom, poof. And then Debbie's boyfriend died. He walked to his room, thought he saw Debbie, then it turned out to be Doris, and then his eyes got possessed, and I don't remember exactly how he died. I just remember that part. Maybe it didn't show. Maybe it went somewhere, because I remember his eyes going away, and then I think the camera went away somewhere else. I don't know. I swore I saw this movie not too long ago. I'll have to rewatch it again, I guess. I have to buy Origin of Evil and then watch them both. Watch Origin of Evil first and then Ouija, since Origin of Evil technically comes first. And then the girl found out that the sister lied because she speaks to her sister, and she wanted to set her sister free or something. And then she spoke to her grandma and found out the only way to stop her is to burn the body and the board, because the spirit has connected herself to both of them. So the remaining of the gang, basically just the main girl, her sister, and her boyfriend, met at the house. The boyfriend got there first and drowned. So it was just her and her sister, and she Doris attacked her sister, and she wanted to protect her as much as they fought. She loved her sister, so she started playing alone, and then she said, Doris, I'm playing alone, you have to play with me, because she was about to kill her sister. So she came and did that, to give the sister enough time to burn the body, which she did, and then Doris put her hand on her hand, and then started moving it a lot, hard, moving her hand, twisting it, nearly breaking it in half. But then all of a sudden, Debbie appeared, which I love that scene. I absolutely love that scene. It's probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. Debbie just appeared next to her and helped her move the piece back. Because even though Debbie was dead, her best friend, she meant everything to her. And she was there to save her in the end. And I thought that was really sweet. It showed that their friendship, even though Debbie's gone, their friendship remains. And then the body was burned, so she quickly grabbed the board and burned it as well. And then Doris vanished, and so did Debbie. And then at the end, it showed her flossing and taking a shower, and then she walked into a room to find that piece where you move on the board in a room, and then she lifts it up to her eye, and that's how it ends. Of course. I always wondered if they were going to make a second one, other than the prequel, like a second one, like a sequel to this original movie, But they haven't yet, but I mean, these days they're making all these remakes and reboots. It's still possible, you never know. I mean, the remake to Roseanne, which is an 80s show, remake to Walker is an 80s show, remake to Xena is a 90s show, remake of Critters, that's an 80s show, a movie. They're making all these movies and shows, no matter how long ago they were made. They're making all these new things. So I wouldn't be surprised if one day they do make a sequel of Ouija, Or maybe they never wanted to make a sequel and they just did that to scare you for like an epic ending or something. I don't know. But Origin of Evil, like I said, I don't remember that one as much. I only saw it once, maybe twice. I honestly don't know. But I know I didn't see it more than twice. But what I do remember is that the mom was one of those people who like spoke to the dead for money. People would go there to see their loved ones, but she wasn't one of the real ones. You know, there's actually people out there who can speak to the dead and help people. But then, at least that's what I believe. You may not believe that, but I do. I'm a believer in the supernatural. But she was just a hoax. You know, not like Ed and Lorraine Warren. Now they were real. And then she used her daughter to speak to the dead, but then all these voices came, and she ended up having to stitch her daughter's mouth shut, which killed her. At least that's how the original movie explained it. I don't know if that's actually what happened in Origin of Evil. But, I think it was his sister that ended up having to stitch her mouth, because she had gone evil. She couldn't be saved at that point or something. I think, if I remember correctly, Doris killed the mother, and then she had no choice but to stitch her mouth up, which ended up killing her. And then she went to jail, framed for all those murders. And then at the end it showed her cutting herself, making a blood board, and then she used her fingers like this as a little Ouija board to talk to her sister, and then you saw her coming, the ghost of her. You saw her going into her room to talk to her. So even though she didn't do it, didn't do all of it, she did go crazy in the end. So I guess she was where she belongs. Like I said, I need to rewatch that movie. It wasn't as good as the original, but wasn't that bad either. Maybe I'll just rent it, rewatch it once, which I might do with Annabelle, because I don't really remember that one either. I own Annabelle Creation. My aunt bought a double pack DVD and Blu-ray. She kept the Blu-ray and gave me the DVD, so maybe I'll do that. Sounds like a plan. Rent Annabelle, we rewatch it. Annabelle Creation. I just saw Annabelle Comes Home, so obviously that's fresh in my mind for now until I watch it a few more times in the future. But I'm eventually gonna buy it. I mean, I have so many movies on my watch list to buy on Google Play, like so many. And I'll get to them eventually, in time. I'll get there. What time is it? 10:34. I'm probably gonna go to bed earlier than I usually do. I mean, I don't have to go to work until 2, so I could just wake up a little bit earlier than I normally do, relax before work, watch some TV, read. Well, there's not much TV I can watch since we don't have internet. I could just watch Roseanne or one of my Barbie movies or Packs of Life. I lost the rest of what I owned. I owned the first 5 seasons. Now all I can find is season 3, which sucks. I don't know. Maybe I'll read. I just got a book from the library. Or maybe I could write in my book. I don't know. We'll see. So, I guess that's all. I don't know if you guys seen Ouija or Origin of Evil. But they're really good. Especially Ouija. So if you have not seen it, I recommend you do. And if you do watch Ouija, you should probably watch Origin of Evil first. For those of you who have seen them both, you've probably seen Ouija first. But if you haven't watched it and you want to, you should probably start with Origin of Evil, because it's based before Ouija. So yeah, I have no clue what I'm going to do on Friday. But I'll find a video to do, and I will do it. Probably another Halloween. Well, last video and this movie video was horror based, so maybe next video could be Halloween based. Eventually I want to do Truth or Dare and A Quiet Place and the Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. I also want to do Halloween. Oh yeah, I think I already did Halloween Town. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. I want to do Twitches too. I have a lot of movie videos planned, and Hocus Pocus. I'll get to them all, you know. And if I don't get through all the horror and Halloween movies I could wait for next year, or I could just do them whenever, you know. I don't have to wait for horror and Halloween movies during Halloween time. Anyways, I will see you Friday then. If you guys have any recommendations, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comment how you feel about these movies, and so on. And I will see you next time, my lovelies.